This is like the third time that I do this video, and for some bizarre reason, TikTok keeps taking it down. Anyways, I'm going to talk about fish and fishermen. Now, I live along the California coast, the northern California, and there are several wharfs. And along these wharfs, there are several restaurants. There are some fancy restaurants and there are some simple restaurants. Some of these restaurants, they dedicate themselves to basically just seafood. Just seafood. And they have specials called the Catch of the Day. And some of the fancy restaurants, they sell the fish and they sell it like marketplace value. Like they don't even have a price. It's like depending on how many fish are caught that day, that's what they're gonna sell the fish to their customers, and it even says that on the menu. So this is what I want people to think. Do you really think, like, let's say it's noon and you're eating in a restaurant and you want to eat, some fried fish, some breaded fish, or you want to have a nice salmon or tilapia or whatever. And then you asked him, how's the catfish or whatever. You asked the waiter and he says, oh, it's fresh. It was caught this morning. Hi, my man. My man always burps or farts during my videos. If you hear someone farting, it's my man. I'm not going to start over. Anyways, so then, what was I saying? Now I lost my train of thought. Okay. So you're at the restaurant, okay, and you ask the waiter, what are the specials? And they're like, oh, well, we have, a salmon special, and, it comes with a potato and asparagus, and you're like, and it's all fresh and locally grown, and it's the catch of the day, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so how, I want you to think, it's noon, how do you think that fish got to the restaurant so fast? I mean, do you think that Jesus came with some fish and some loaves of bread? Because I know the story. I heard it since I was a child. And he just went to all the restaurants along all the wharfs. There's a lot of wharfs along San Francisco, Santa Cruz, Monterey Bay. All these wharfs, he just came and gave them all the fish. And then there you go. Here's the fish. No, sir. No, ma'am. Someone actually had to go fishing and go fish for that fish. Now, do you think it's huge steamboats? Do you see huge steamboats every day along the coast? I mean, there are some along the coast of Alaska and all that, but no, it's small fishermen fishing. Now, usually the owners of the ships, a lot of them are millionaires, maybe even billionaires, I don't know. And they rent out their ships to the fishermen who are going to go fishing for the fish. Now, in a lot of cases, a lot of the fishermen are people of color, Latinos. At one point, it was pretty much 100% Italian. But the Italians are leaving that business, and now Latinos are going into that business, okay? There's a lot of white people in it, too. But anyways, so the owner of the boat, most likely, is a white guy, because that's the way it is. But the people that are working the boat are pretty much Latino, okay? And so they go fishing, and they have to go early in the morning. We're talking midnight, so they could get on the boat. So at 6 in the morning, the shift is over. They're done fishing. They have to go and deliver that fish. So the fishermen, they're done, and then the delivery people come, and they go take it to the restaurants. And they need to go quickly before it spoils, and they need to go deliver it to the fancy restaurants and to the mid-sized restaurants. And so next time you're eating fish, and then, there's seafood restaurants that are I mean, oh my God. And then the Mexicans, we love seafood. Or Latinos in general, we love a lot of our dishes call for seafood. Like, por ejemplo, mojarra empanizada, camarones a la diabla. Okay, that's shrimp. But ceviche, tilapia, tacos de pescado. Pues I can't think right now. Oh, caguamanta también. Caguamanta, that's manta ray. Yeah, we eat that too. So, a lot of our dishes are seafood, like we eat. So this is like hurts. So like, I think about it like, you don't even want the Latinos to make a living? So not even fish. They can't fish either. We're going to set them on fire. And just think about that. Like, see, because TikTok is going to take down my video. So I have to be careful with what I say. But everybody's crying because this guy got unalive. This guy that used to say horrible things. And one time he said that he wanted to see what happened to him, that he would pay to see that. And look at karma got him, and people got to see it for free. I saw it, unfortunately, I wasn't looking for it, and I saw the unedited, unerased version. I mean, it just came out at me, and I was like, I mean, it was horrible. I am traumatized for the rest of my life. But now I'm thinking about these other fishermen that they got burned alive. Like, I mean, they just threw a missile and the boat caught fire. You think they died instantly? No, they were being cooked alive. And then it probably stunk like fish, too, because it's burning. Ay, that's terrible. That's not how you do things. We're Americans. We don't do that. And then that's the other thing. Who made us the world police? Why do we go over there? That's their... Because first they said it was international waters, and now it's actually off the coast of Venezuela. They were actually closer to Venezuela than what they said. And the thing that differentiates the United States from other countries, and that I've always been proud to say whenever I travel, as I say, no, in my country, we are fair. We're a country of laws. We follow the rules. And for example, let's just say if you go to Walmart, people are in line. They get in line and eat. I don't care if it's the biggest cholo hanging, with his pants hanging down, whatever. He's in line waiting to purchase his stuff. Usually, well, where I live, I don't know where you live. And I remember I went to Europe. Yes, I've been to Europe, and I will share the pictures someday. It was a long time ago, and boy, was that an experience. It's way overrated. Anyways, but then again, I live in beautiful California, so how can you compare? But anyways, I remember I was in Europe, and these people were just pushing and shoving, and I'm like, oh, estos Italianos, like, they don't have no rules. And I thought, well, okay, this is not going to happen in England. Well, in England, what happened is because I leave personal space between, this is before COVID, but I have always known that there's personal space. So I left a space between the other people. So this lady, I guess she thought I wasn't in line. She just cut right in front of me. So I was like, well, but anyways, I'm changing the subject now. But, yes. So hopefully TikTok won't take it down. I had the other videos that I did were, go see it on YouTube. I shared a little more on YouTube. Because this is not right. And I think the families of these victims, they are going to sue because they did not follow procedure. What they should have done is the Army or the Coast Guard, more than likely the Coast Guard, is they should have apprehended those people. They should have gone on and checked to see if they have fish. And said, oh, yes, they have fish. Okay, go on your way, because that's not right. I mean, just think, some of those were teenagers, and they were supporting their elderly grandparents or their elderly, and then some of them had little babies. I mean, that is sad. Some of them, oh no.